Okay, so for the people that don't like cooked coconut, look away please. So I sprinkle this in. And for the people that do love coconut, watch. So a few sprinkles, not a lot. Okay, make sure it stains up right. Mix it in. So just a little, like a little bit of a seasoning. I'm seasoning my chocolate chips with coconut. Okay, now I got the mixture. I got the flour. I need, I should have had a bigger bowl. This is the, okay. We're going to get a little bit bigger bowl. And this is not clear, but it's a little bit deeper. I just like making a mess. What we're going to do is we're going to scrape all that out. And voila. Okay, that was easy. And this is where you get the flour going all over the place, but you want to get a short-handled spoon if possible. Take this off. What we're going to do is we're going to get a ladle, and we're going to add 1 ladle full at a time. This way we can control the batch of chocolate chips. Never, 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 bad. Never pour all the flour into the batter at once. That will, because everyone scoops flour different. If you watch my tortilla video, that's my very first video, I explain why you don't add all the flour at once. And that goes for chocolate chips or anything with flour. Because what happens is you overwhelm the chocolate chips, and you're going to get chocolate chip dough. Okay, yes, I have chocolate chip dough we're making. But what I mean by chocolate chip dough is it has too much flour in it. And when you bake them, they don't bake right. So I know that sounded pretty confusing, but when the chocolate chip dough should have only a certain amount of flour in it, not an overkill. It should still have a wetness to it. If it looks like a dough that doesn't have a wetness, maybe that's a better description. When it loses its wetness, then you're not going to get very good cookies. Now, on another note, I just got flour on my computer. Yes, this does shoot out flour, so be careful. On another side note, I made avocado chocolate chip cookies. Yes, I can say I made avocado chocolate chip cookies. And I didn't use butter. I used avocados all the way. And those are the most heaviest cookies I ever made. I mean, they went right straight. It felt one cookie, small. It didn't spread out. It was chewy. It felt like one cookie felt like eating a whole entire chocolate cake. I was like, my husband and I were like, because usually you like to eat 2 cookies, chocolate chip cookies with some milk. And well, I did it, and it was very interesting. They were very healthy because there was no butter in it, unlike this one. Okay, so we have a little bit of flour left, and I should have counted out the flour, but again, the flour is kind of hard to count out with tablespoons because, again, different butter, different size eggs, it all adds up. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheat. I'm going to look at the back of the bag for the instructions. We're going to put it on. I won't go into my whole detail of, well, I'll just tell you the regular instructions. We're going to preheat the oven. If you have an electric oven, you're going to preheat it to 375. If you have gas, you're just going to turn it on. Because gas is 375 And it says bake for 8 to 10 minutes. Now everyone is, okay, wow, I just got flour on myself for the first time, but that's okay. This is flour. Everyone makes a different size chocolate chip cookie. And even though it says 8 to 10 minutes, sometimes, you make a bigger chocolate chip cookie, it's going to cook a little bit longer. So this is one of the things you want to keep your eyes on. Now, don't open, okay, when you put it in, make sure, and my lovely gas oven makes a banging sound. So if you hear the banging, it's not me. Please do not believe it's me, because it's just, it sounds horrible. Because the first time I heard it, I was like, wait a minute, that's not me. It's like the damn gas oven. Okay. And if you watch my other videos, you get to see me ranting about my lovely gas oven. So let's check this here. Let's actually do the spoon test. Not quite. See how it's almost. Okay, let's add the rest of this flour. And let's add oh boy, I got both of them going. Let's add a half a spoonful of the flour. And this is the fun part now, because it gets really hard. If you have kids, this is where you let them step in and mix the the batch, and they'll probably be more like this. Hey Mom, I'll stir the chocolate chip dough. Yeah, we'll stir it. Okay, is it ready? Where is it? Oh well, we kind of ate it. Okay, this is looking really good. Make sure it's all stirred up really good. And if there's pockets of flour, it's no big deal. Okay, see how it's sticking to the spoon? Like that? That's the key. That's where you want to scoop a big scoop of it, turn it upside down, and it holds. It'll hold for a while. Now if it does fall, because that's a big piece, that's okay. So we're going to put this in here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to get my cutting board off the heat. Bring it over here, and you're going to need a handy dandy. Well, you're going to need a handy dandy husband to get your handy dandy cookie sheet, because I can't reach a cookie sheet, so excuse me. Chris, you want to help me? Please? Come to the rescue. Okay. Here's my cookie sheet. Let's spray it, or you can spray it with a cooking spray, or you can use butter. Either is fine. Now what we're going to do is, don't use a spoon. We're not going to use a spoon. We're going to get another dollop of flour, put it in here, and we're going to use our hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip our hands in the flour like this. And if you watch my tortilla video, it's the same concept. You take a little bit, and you have a little bit in your hands, and what you want to do, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. You're not rolling it like the dough, because this is really soft. You want to roll it until you have a good ball, and this is a little bit too big. Let's cut that down in size. Very gently, very lightly. This is very wet. Okay, we got our first cookie. So, all alone. So let's give him some friends. Take a little bit more, like a pinch, like that. And hot potato, hot potato. Okay, speed this up a little bit. So if you want to, you can put them about an inch or two apart. I will show you here in a minute. Now this is if you don't want the cookies to touch, because it makes them look a little bit more prettier. Can't say that word very good if I said it right at all. Okay, so this is what you want. See how they're kind of spaced like that? And now, okay, you can make these any size you want to. If you want to make them really small, like let's say you just take a little pinch. See how small this is? Bite size. You can make them really tiny. The key is to watch them. And when cookies come out of the oven, they're going to be really soft. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a cookie. You're going to get if you have a rack. Another thing that works really well is something. Oh, well, that's heating up. That's hot. Oh no. Well, if I can find it. This is make some noise. My husband's killing me today. He's putting things where I can't see them or find them. Okay, guess what? If you don't have a cookie rack, this works just as fine. A lot of ovens come with this. It's in the bottom drawer. If you don't got that, oh well, I have a something, and I can't get the words out right now. But this cookie rack, perfect. If you don't have a traditional one. So let's get another row of cookies going. And feel free to lick your fingers when no one's looking. And I've always eaten cookie dough. That's one of the things, like a lot of people are like, well, you know, I've always done it, and I won't do it right now because I don't want to, eating and making cookies. But if you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, I'm doing good on time. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Let me clean my hands off. Make sure you have milk. Now, if you want really good cookies, this is a tip of mine that, don't tell anyone, especially on YouTube. But if you want to make really good fluffy cookies for dipping in milk, because some people like dipping in milk, add an ounce of cream cheese to the butter when you make it. That will make it awesome. So we're going to put these in, and I'll be right back because we cannot go into my oven to watch these cook.